Hi, I'm Jeff Saunders. I'm a professor and program director of the undergraduate psychology degree here at the University of Hong Kong. So if you're watching this, it's because you're considering different programs, where you might go and what field of study you might do. So I'd like to tell you a little about our program in psychology, why you might want to study psychology, and then why you might specifically want to come study psychology here at Hong Kong U. Psychology tends to be a popular major, and I think that's largely because it's just an interesting field that has connections to a lot of aspects of people's life. So what kind of questions do psychologists look at? It's a whole range of things, such as how do we perceive the world, make use of sensory information or social cues, why might some people experience the same thing but come away perceiving it differently. So that's about like cognitive processes. Another question you could ask, how do our minds and brains develop over the course of childhood and adolescence? Why do some children seem to have trouble learning to read or learning to do math, and other children don't have as much trouble? Why do people become depressed or anxious? Why are some people able to cope with stress or trauma, whereas other people tend to have recurring problems? And how can we help them? Why do we sleep? What's the function of sleep and cognitive functions? So these are just some of the kinds of questions that psychologists would ask, and these examples are actually ones that some of my colleagues are doing research on here at Hong Kong U. So it's a wide range of things and touching on different aspects of real life. Now let me talk about the program a bit. So why might you want to study, come and be a psychology major here at Hong Kong U? So our program is designed to give you a breadth of knowledge. So you've got some background in some standard areas: social psychology, developmental, cognitive, psychopathology. So a variety of areas in psychology. It's built to have both some requirements, so you're required to take a variety, but also there's opportunity for specialization. So there's some free electives. And in fact, the degree program has a fair amount of flexibility overall. Another important thing in psychology is research skills. So psychology is a science. And part of doing science is knowing how to work with data, design studies, those kind of aspects. And those are also things that can translate into different kind of careers later. The kind of research skills you learn are things that can apply in a lot of areas like marketing and such. How do we develop the research skills part? Well, we've got a couple of courses specifically on that, where you learn to do statistical analyses and research design. But there's also a number of research opportunities. So all of my colleagues, we're all both educators and scholars. So we maintain active programs of research in a variety of topics. Because there's a lot of active research going on here, there's a lot of opportunities. Students can volunteer to work in labs and get some experience, or we have a more formal internship class where people can do it in a more structured way. And a lot of students take advantage of doing a thesis project at the end, which is a chance to work one-on-one with one of our faculty members and pursue your own independent project. So there's a lot of opportunities to do hands-on research. And that also, I'll mention another positive why Hong Kong U is we have an excellent group of researchers here. So we have all of us maintain active programs of research and doing really world-class research in a variety of topics. So you'd have a chance to work with people who really are experts in their area. And also all of our courses are almost all of them taught by our full-time professoriate staff. So you'll be directly learning from people who really know their area well. Another reason, there's also the students here are great. I work with students. It's a smart, motivated group. There's an active psychology student society, so it's also a great group of peers you'll be working with. So if all this sounds good, I'd encourage you to consider our program in psychology, and we have a lot of information on the website if you want some more details, and you're welcome to contact the department. And maybe I'll see some of you here on campus next year.